Have you ever caught yourself spiraling into a million what-ifs? Like, what if this tiny decision ruins your whole life? And it just won't stop. That's exactly what happened to Alex. This guy who couldn't make a single choice without overthinking it to death. But one random day, a complete stranger flipped his world upside down. Alex was your average dude in his late 20s, living in a small apartment in a busy city. He had a job at a tech company, nothing fancy, just fixing bugs in code all day. But his real problem wasn't the work, it was his brain. It never shut off. From the moment he woke up, he'd lie in bed staring at the ceiling, thinking about what to eat for breakfast. Cereal? But what if it's too sugary and he crashes later? Eggs? What if he burns them and sets off the smoke alarm? Yogurt? Plain or with fruit? And on and on. By the time he decided, half the morning was gone, and he'd feel like a failure already. This overthinking leaked into everything. At work, he'd get a simple task, like updating a report, and spend hours wondering if he should use bullet points or numbered lists, or if the font was too bold, or if his boss would hate the wording. He'd rewrite emails 10 times before hitting send, convinced each version was wrong somehow. And don't get me started on his personal life. Dating? Forget it. He'd meet someone nice online, but then overthink every message. If I say this, will they think I'm boring? If I say that, am I coming on too strong? Most times, he'd just ghost them because deciding felt too risky. His friends noticed it too. They'd invite him out for pizza, and he'd say yes, but then spend the whole drive there worrying about traffic, or if the place was crowded, or if he'd say something dumb. By the time he arrived, he was exhausted, and the fun was already sucked out. One buddy even joked, "Alex, you think more than a chess grandmaster, but life's not a game with perfect moves." Alex laughed it off, but inside, it stung because he knew it was true. He felt trapped in his own head, like a hamster on a wheel that spun faster every day. This wasn't just annoying, it was messing with his health. He barely slept because nights were prime overthinking time. What if I mess up that meeting tomorrow? What if I get fired? What if I end up broke and alone? His heart would race, his palms sweat, and he'd toss and turn until dawn. He started getting headaches, his stomach was always in knots, and he felt tired all the time, like he was carrying an invisible backpack full of worries. Doctors called it anxiety, but to Alex, it was just how his mind worked. He tried apps for meditation, but even those got overthought. Am I breathing right? Is this really helping, or am I wasting time? The problem hit rock bottom one weekend. Alex had to buy a new phone because his old one cracked. Simple, right? Nope. He spent days researching models online. Battery life, camera quality, screen size, every detail became a debate. What if I pick the wrong one and regret it? What if it's too expensive and I could have saved money? He read hundreds of reviews, compared specs until his eyes blurred. Finally, he went to the store, but stood there frozen, staring at the displays. The salesperson asked if he needed help, but Alex mumbled something and left empty-handed. That night, he realized this wasn't normal. Overthinking was stealing his life, one tiny decision at a time. He felt stuck, like he was watching everyone else move forward while he analyzed every step. But here's where things get interesting. Alex decided to take a walk in the park to clear his head. Ironic, since even that choice took him 20 minutes to make. The park was nothing special, just trees, benches, and people jogging or walking dogs. He sat on a bench, scrolling through phone options again on his cracked screen, when an old guy sat down next to him. The stranger looked about 70, with gray hair, a worn jacket, and a calm smile. He didn't say hi or anything. He just nodded and stared at the ducks in the pond. After a few minutes, the old man turned and said, "You look like you're carrying the weight of the world on that phone." Alex was startled but chuckled. "Yeah, trying to pick a new one. Can't decide." The stranger leaned back. "Decisions, huh? They're like doors. You stand there too long, and the wind slams them shut." Alex didn't know what to say, but something about the guy's easy vibe made him open up. He spilled about his overthinking, how it paralyzed him, how he envied people who just acted without second-guessing. The old man listened without interrupting, nodding here and there. Then he shared his own story. His name was Tom, and back in his younger days, he was just like Alex, a factory worker who overthought every shift, every promotion, even what to pack for lunch. "I'd worry about machines breaking, bosses yelling, you name it," Tom said. "It got so bad, I almost quit my job because I couldn't handle the what-ifs." Alex's eyes widened. This guy got it. Tom explained how overthinking is like a habit, a bad one that your brain learns to keep you safe. Back in caveman times, thinking ahead meant surviving tigers or starvation, he said. But now, there are no tigers, just emails and choices. Your brain's still wired for danger, so it spins scenarios to protect you. But most times, it's just noise. Alex nodded, feeling seen for the first. Tom wasn't preaching. He was just chatting like an old friend. They talked for hours that afternoon. Tom shared simple tricks he'd picked up over the years to quiet the noise. First, he said to notice when you're overthinking. Catch it early, like spotting a storm cloud. Say to yourself, "There I go again," without judging. Alex tried it right there on the bench, thinking about his phone dilemma. Okay, I'm spiraling on specs. What's the real need? A phone that works without breaking the bank. It felt silly, but lighter. Next, Tom talked about setting time limits. Give yourself 5 minutes to decide small stuff, like breakfast or outfits. For bigger things, maybe 30 minutes. When time's up, pick and move on. Life's too short for perfect. Alex thought about all the hours he'd wasted, days, really, and winced. Tom laughed. I once spent a week picking paint for my kitchen. Ended up with white, like everyone else. Waste of time. They dove deeper into why overthinking happens. Tom mentioned stuff like perfectionism, where you think everything has to be flawless or it's a disaster. Newsflash, nothing's perfect. Mistakes are how we learn. He told a story about messing up a big project at work, thinking it'd end his career. Instead, his boss fixed it together, and Tom got promoted later for owning up. Overthinking makes mountains out of molehills, he said. Alex asked about the physical side, the racing heart and no sleep. Tom nodded. That's anxiety feeding on thoughts. Break the cycle with your body. He suggested deep breathing, not the fancy kind. Just inhale for 4 counts, hold 4, exhale 4. Do it when the spiral starts. It tricks your brain into calming down. They practiced together, sitting by the pond. Alex felt his shoulders drop for the first time in ages. As the sun dipped lower, Tom shared more stories, like how he used to overthink relationships, analyzing every text from his wife back when they dated. I'd read okay as mad or fine as a fight brewing. Turns out, she just meant okay. Alex related hard. His last date ended because he overthought a joke and clammed up. Tom advised journaling. Write down the worries, then challenge them. What's the evidence this bad thing will happen? Usually none. Alex pulled out his cracked phone and noted it in his app. They explored habits to build better mental health. Tom stressed exercise, not gym rat stuff, but walks like this one. Moving gets the junk out of your head. Eating decent food, not junk that amps up anxiety. And sleep routines. No screens before bed, since blue light tricks your brain into staying alert. Alex realized his late-night scrolling was fueling the fire. But Tom warned it's not overnight magic. You'll slip back into old ways. That's okay. Just notice and steer back. He compared it to training a puppy, patient, consistent. Alex felt hopeful, like maybe he could change. The conversation turned to bigger picture stuff. Tom talked about mindfulness, but simple, paying attention to now, not future disasters. Look at those ducks, he pointed. They're just swimming, not worrying about tomorrow's rain. Alex watched, really watched, the way the water rippled, birds chirped. For a moment, his mind quieted. They swapped more tales. Tom recalled a trip where he overthought packing so much, he forgot his passport. Had to drive back home, missed the flight. Lesson learned. Overprep is as bad as under. Alex shared his phone saga, and they both laughed. It felt good, this connection with a stranger who understood. As evening approached, Tom stood up. Gotta head home, kid. Remember, life's not a puzzle to solve perfectly, it's a ride. Enjoy it. Alex thanked him, feeling a shift inside. Tom waved and walked off, just a regular guy who'd changed everything. That meeting was the turning point. Alex went back to the store the next day, set a 10-minute timer, and bought a phone. No regrets. He started applying Tom's tips daily, noticing spirals, breathing through them, journaling worries. Slowly, decisions got easier. Work improved. He hit send on emails faster, tackled tasks without endless debates. Friends noticed he showed up more present, less drained. Sleep came easier too. He'd breathe deep before bed, focus on the present. Headaches faded, stomach settled. Dating? He asked someone out without overanalyzing. Turned out great. Overthinking didn't vanish, but it lost power. Alex learned it's okay to not know everything, to make moves and adjust. Looking back, that stranger meeting wasn't random. It was the key moment that unlocked his cage. Tom showed him overthinking is beatable with small habits. Notice, limit time, breathe, challenge thoughts, move your body. Simple stuff, but life-changing. If you're stuck in overthinking like Alex was, try these. Start small, one decision at a time. You'll see the difference. Watch my next video on how one small habit fixed a lifetime of worry.